Hey, it's Larry, and it's a weekday. So that means I'm live. I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, a couple other places, and you can catch these little tips and tricks live streams every weekday. I do at least one per weekday. And if you have questions or comments, then I don't answer those during the live. But if you put them below, I'll answer them either written or maybe I'll do a whole separate video about what you asked about. And that's what today is. Somebody recently asked me about a specific kind of light because I've done some of these live streams and talked about the kinds of lights that are available. So there's like studio lights that are LED panels, and there are big soft boxes and things like that. And then there's lights that we do in our home, maybe a lamp or something like that. I talked about the clamp lamps. I've talked about all kinds of little lights and big lights. And today I want to talk to you about a very specific kind of light. It's called a ring light. Now, the challenge with ring lights, and I'll show you, I've got a mobile one here. Okay. So ring light, it actually is literally a round light. But the challenge with ring lights is that they can make you look great if everything is just right. So people ask me, well, why wouldn't I get a ring light? I've seen beauty vloggers, or some people say they have a ring light and they just look gorgeous on camera. Well, yeah, but you have to have exactly the right camera lens at exactly the right distance away from you. And it has to be just the right brightness. And you can't do certain things with a ring light. So a lot of people will take their ring light and then they'll put it right above their camera. Well, then it's just any old light. The whole point of a ring light, I don't know if you've ever been to a hotel that has lights built into the mirror in the bathroom that are all the way around the entire mirror in the bathroom in the hotel. I've been to hotel locations that have bathroom lights like that all the way around the mirror. Makes your face look good because you're being lit from below, you're being lit from the sides, you're being lit from the top. And it does a lot of fill-in lighting to add, I don't know, almost in the industry, it's called a flat light look. And what it does is it hides wrinkles and creases, and it lights you from every single angle all the way around your face. And you would think that a ring light would work. Well, the ring light has to be fairly close to you. Then if the ring light is fairly close to you, what happens with a lot of cameras like webcams like this, they have a wide angle lens. So the problem is now all of a sudden, yeah, your lighting looks good, but your face is big and round and fat. So you have to have just the right lens, just the right camera, just the right ring light that's just the right size at just the right distance away. Then maybe, yeah, a ring light can help. But for most people, what I'd say is stay away from ring lights. They aren't going to be as easy to use or as flattering on your face. Now, the best thing to do, what I tell people is you want to get a couple of lights and put them right beside your camera. So right out where my camera is right now, have a light right beside on either side. And then in a studio setup, like kind of what I have here, what I have is I have two lights that are each 45 degrees off to the side and 45 degrees up. And so that gives a nice downlight. Now, I also have an uplight sitting on my desk, and I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like this. Oop, that's a little here. Looks like this. Okay. So that's my uplight. And the reason that I have that, I want you to look at this, and I don't love doing this, but I'll show you anyway. I want you to see what's going on with my lines under my eyes. So when I take away the uplight, and I'm going to stop smiling also. So all these lines under my eyes get really amplified when I stop smiling. Okay. And then I take that light away. You see how the bags are under my eyes? It's not a good thing. So got those bags under my eyes. But if I have the light added in, it starts to fill in just a little bit. And then if I smile a little bit, it fills in better. So I don't have those ugly bags underneath my eyes. Anyway, there's all kinds of different lighting setups, but I have the two and then the one small uplight. And they're also all on dials, so I can get them just exactly the right brightness. That one has to be balanced with that one, because if that one's too bright, then the shadows on the side of the face are too intense. So I kind of have to balance those with one another. And then the one that's the uplight on my desk in front of me has to be just the right brightness to fill in without looking awful. See, that's what happens when it's too bright. So you got to have the right lights. So the main thing that I wanted to get across to you today is lighting doesn't have to be difficult. It can be difficult, but it doesn't have to be. But the main thing is, don't believe that a ring light is some magic bullet that's going to fix everything. If you've got a ring light right around your camera, it might work, but you have to get everything just right. The ring has to be the right distance. The camera has to be the right distance. It has to be the right focal length of the lens. And it's a lot harder than it's worth for most people, especially when all you're doing is just going live on a Zoom meeting or something like that. It's a whole lot easier to set up some simple, inexpensive lights. And I've done videos about that stuff before too. All right, so that's it for today's live. I want to make sure that you know I'm doing these every single weekday, not at a specific time, but it kind of varies. And if you have questions about this or any topic, put it in the notes below. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe so that you can get alerts every time I do these. My YouTube subscriptions are helping some people, and I'm answering really lengthy questions over on YouTube. I'm not suggesting that you give me lots of hard questions, but if you got questions, I'm happy to answer those to the best of my ability on YouTube discussions and here on Facebook and wherever else you're catching this live video. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Come back any weekday and I will be here answering questions.